My first thoughts about designing or creating anything go back to my grandparents. Watching my grandpa create things and build things in his garage was a big aspect of my childhood.
We like to push the client's expectations as far as they're comfortable. We try to come up with something that's unique to them and them alone. We create a very open environment. They're a part of every decision, and I think through that process they really learn what it takes to truly design a dynamic space.
On July 25th, we had our re-grand opening party. We doubled our square footage. We added gas, electrical, new panels, new meters. I mean, the whole nine. We pretty much went from a sandwich shop, if you will, in terms of interworkings and logistics, all the way to a full-fledged restaurant in under 3 weeks. Being a right brain thinker, I'm not an architect or a contractor, so some things that you kind of envision don't necessarily really work, or they just need to go about in a different way. I think that's where Junto really guided us.
From an early age, I was always into building things. My family was very hands-on, and it was never about let's go out and buy something. It was about how do we build it. We figured out a way to build everything.
When we generate a project concept, we really have to formulate a clear perspective of why they're talking to us and why they need an architect. Everyone has emotional connection to the space that they're wanting to create. That interaction, that emotional component, realizing it and aligning it with the design solution, I think is what makes Junto unique.
Our backgrounds here are really more financial services, corporate finance, and so we're not really experts in design by any stretch. I think a lot of times you'll run into situations where someone immediately begins to tell you what you need without really going through the process of investigating who you are. Very early on, before we made any progress toward planning or design, Junto spent a lot of time with our entire team. What I really appreciated in working with them all along was it wasn't just the initial collaboration, it was that communication that took place throughout the process. Whether it was communicating positives to us or whether it was communicating a challenge or hurdle that may have been identified. And they did that on more than one situation, and things worked out. And we were able to move into a space that I think has worked extremely well for our company.
I think Junto's future is more the same, more clients that are seeking a better way. We share a workspace, so we feed off of one another. And I think, as a collective, we try to make one another better.